Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a very exciting video for you guys today that I've been wanting to film for a while now that the weather is warmer. I've been using different products. I wanted to talk to you guys about my summer must-haves. So I have a lot of products in front of me right now, so let's just get right into the video. I have everything from makeup to skincare, tanning stuff, everything. I want to start with makeup and kind of like skin prep type things. So the first thing that I want to talk about are these two products from Bite Beauty. These were sent to me in PR and they are new. They're a little on the pricier side, but honestly, I've mentioned these products so many times over on my Instagram. These are amazing. This is the lip balm and the agave nighttime lip therapy, and oh my god, these are the best vegan products that I've been able to find for my lips in the 11 years that I've been vegan. Like, these are amazing. Yes, they were sent to me in PR and they are on the pricier side, but I've been using them nonstop. Our lips go through a lot during the harsher climates, so these are definitely up there on my must-haves for summer for sure. And then I have two sides of makeup to show you guys. I have the hydrated glowy look, and then I have the more bulletproof matte look that I want to go through and talk about some of my favorite products for each. So I'm gonna start off with the glowy side. I have three options as far as a glow kind of goes, and I do kind of use these interchangeable, but also I use them together as well. The first products, which I think that these are like more of kind of like similar product than the next product I'm going to tell you guys about. This is the e.l.f. Glow Lotion, and then this is the Milani Soft Focus Glow. These are both great and I find them to be very similar. They do give you a slight glow onto the skin. I think you could put these on and then leave the house, and well, of course you're gonna want like SPF and stuff like that, but you could put these on, leave your house. It gives you just a nice little sheen and it gives you like a nice summery, like beachy kind of look, and I just think that they are beautiful. And then the next product is the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. This is so pricey, but it's become one of my absolute favorite products. It's kind of like a concealer and a highlighter in one, and you can kind of just put it on where you need a little bit of extra like coverage, or you want a little bit of a glow, and blend that out and it looks stunning. You could wear this by itself and just leave and look like a freaking supermodel, dude. Like, this is such a great product, and I don't know what I was doing before I had this. This is in the shade Fair, by the way. And then the Milani one I have in the shade Nude Glow. So one of my absolute favorite products for a dewy kind of makeup day is the Smashbox Primer Water. I'm almost out of this one. This is my absolute favorite one. Wet n Wild also has one, but they are no longer cruelty free, so I will not be supporting them any longer. Once I'm done with that, I'm done with that. But the Smashbox one is freaking so good. You can put it on under makeup, over makeup, whatever. It just gives you like a little bit of a more hydrated looking look to the skin. It's beautiful. As far as foundation and concealer goes for a more dewy type of day, the Hourglass Spanish Stick Foundation is like my ride or die, and I'm wearing it today, and I think that it personally looks great if you are going for a dewy skin kind of look. And then the Pacifica concealer is also one of my absolute favorites. I think it looks beautiful when you're going for a more of a natural, like my skin but better kind of look. It looks a lot more healthy and like dewy than a lot of other concealers that I do love, but if I'm going for a look like one that I'm going for today, I'm definitely going to opt for the Pacifica concealer. Moving on to a blush and a highlight. The ColourPop blush. This is a Super Shock Cheek. These are like some of my absolute favorites. This is in the shade Holiday, and what I do is I just tap it and then put it where I want it. I'm wearing it today, and then I think it just like, you don't even need makeup when you wear this. It's just so beautiful. It makes your skin, makes your cheek look like a little bit flushed. It blends out like a dream. I love this blush so much. This is actually the second one that I've had. The first one kind of dried up. I use this all the time. Moving on, these are the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. I am wearing them today. You can mix them in with your foundation. You can wear them on bare skin. You can wear them over foundation. This is a great product, and it's going to give you more of a dewy look that a lot of us are looking for, especially during the summer. Some face and cheeky products for you. First of all, the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is amazing. It's definitely worth the hype. They actually started to label all their vegan products, which is awesome. And this is in the shade Light Bronzer. I'm wearing it today instead of a contour. It just gives like a nice little glow to the skin if you're going for that kind of look. I think this is a phenomenal product, and it just smells like, hello, I am suntanning. It just, I don't know, I love using it. When I put it on, I'm like, wow, this smells good, and it makes my skin look freaking good. It has like a little bit of sheen onto the skin, so it doesn't look like too matte or like too cakey. It just looks beautiful. You guys know. If you've been watching me for any amount of time, I love these Pixie Glow Cakes. It's basically like a bronzer, blush, and highlight all in one, and it just layers on your cheek like so flawlessly. These are beautiful, a little bit on that spendier side, but I received these both in PR, but I would definitely pay for them again. Moving on to one of my favorite highlighters for a glowy and dewy look. This is the Gold Bar Highlighting Palette by Cover FX. I am wearing this today. I received this in PR. I think these shades are gorgeous, and it doesn't give you as much of a bam effect as, say, the Ofra highlighters, but this just looks a little bit more natural on the skin and like just gives you that nice summery, glowing, golden look that I think a lot of us are trying to achieve. Moving on, this is the Milani Nude Shimmer Nourishing Lip Plumper. I don't think it really plumps all that much, but this just is a gorgeous gloss. Not all of the shades are vegan. I do have a vegan list of Milani on my blog that I will link down below, but this is a good lip gloss. And honestly, during the summer, all I want is just like a really good lip gloss, and this is like my number one. All right, so let's move on to some products that are going to not budge on your skin at all.
Oh, at all.
These are the Cover FX Custom Blot Drops. I put this on over my moisturizer, but before I put on foundation, and when I do that, no shine is going to come through, and it makes my makeup last all freaking day. And along that same concept, these I want to talk to you guys about, and just take this with a grain of salt because Becca has been so shady lately about their vegan products. But at one point in time, these were considered vegan by the brand, confirmed by the brand. Not sure anymore because they are now saying that they don't have any vegan products, and brands do say that when they are unsure, and just so they're not giving out false information, they'll just say, oh, nothing's vegan, when in reality they do have vegan products. But anyway, take this with a grain of salt, but these are the best products I've found for if you are looking for something that's going to hold up in the summer. It's not going to budge with sweat and whatnot, and it's just gonna stay in place. This is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector, which is a primer, and this is the Evermatte Shine Proof Foundation. These together, bam, your makeup is not gonna go anywhere. Next up is a concealer. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer, and this is my absolute favorite concealer. It is waterproof, which is great, and it's drying. Let's just say it's drying, but it's one of my favorites. It really does cover. Like, I tend to have darker circles underneath my eyes. This covers my circles and it's not coming off. It's one of my absolute ride or die concealers. Moving on to some more waterproof makeup. This is the Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eyeliner, and this honestly reminds me of the Kat Von D Tripper Liner. It has a brush tip and it's waterproof, and what else could you possibly need if you're looking for a dupe for Kat Von D Tattoo Liner? here you go. But this is a great eyeliner, works amazingly, and it's waterproof. So next is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Waterproof Mascara. Do you know how hard it is to find a vegan and cruelty-free waterproof mascara? Like, yes. I think a couple other brands have them. I think maybe e.l.f. But honestly, this stuff does not come off. And if that's what you're looking for, you're in luck, because this shit does not come off. Moving on to a setting spray that's going to keep your makeup pretty in place all day is the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. It will definitely take down the shininess of your face. And another one that I don't have with me right now, but it's the Ben Nye Final Seal setting spray. That shit will make your makeup waterproof. So if you are looking for something that is going to keep your makeup in place all day through sweat, water, whatever it is, definitely try out the Ben Nye Final Seal. It's a phenomenal setting spray. And I do have a Ben Nye vegan list on my blog that I will put down below as well. Another setting spray that I wanted to talk about is the All-Nighter setting spray by Urban Decay, but this is the Summer Solstice scent. Oh my god, you guys. Listen, it smells like the butter bronzer by Physicians Formula, but in a spray. So this is great for keeping your makeup in place, but it also smells good, and I've just been living for this setting spray. When they sent this to me in PR, and when I saw it, I was like, another setting spray? Like, I don't think I'm gonna need another setting spray. I have so many setting sprays. I already have the All-Nighter, I have the De-Slick, and then I started using this and I was like, this is all I've ever wanted my whole life, is this beautiful scent sprayed all over my face. Let's move on to some deodorant, because I don't know about you guys, but I tend to get a little bit stinkier in the summer, so I definitely had to include some deodorant favorites for you. One that is a tried and true for years and years is the Geranium Flowers Sensitive Skin Formula by Schmidt. This is pretty much my ride or die deodorant. And in the summer, I do have to apply it a little bit more than I would, say, in the winter, but I don't even care. I will put it in my bag or whatever, and then just reapply it throughout the day. Honestly, I don't think that there's any vegan and cruelty-free, aluminum-free deodorant that's gonna work as well as an aluminum deodorant. If you guys were looking for a cruelty-free aluminum deodorant, I know that Certain Dry is cruelty free. I'm not sure if it's vegan. I think if you are looking for a deodorant that's really going to get you to stop sweating in the summer, then that might be a good option for you to check out if you're not concerned about the aluminum. I think that might be a good option for you. Obviously, like, I don't think it's something that you should maybe use all the time, because aluminum has not the best track record. Like, I don't think it's good for you, but if you are desperate, then just know that there are other options out there. Next is this Eco by Sonia Driver, which is basically Ecotan's skincare line, is what they were telling me. They gifted this to me at Expo. This is their coconut deodorant, and this also does not have aluminum in it. It does have a slight amount of baking soda in it, which usually does irritate my armpits, but I do not use this every single day. I usually will use this every single day. If I need a little bit extra, maybe I'll put this on, but it doesn't irritate me at all, and I love this stuff. One more thing in the deodorant category, I like to take these in my bag with me if I'm going anywhere. I'm going on like a day trip or wherever. I'll take the Pacifica underarm deodorant wipes if I just need like a little bit of freshening up. And then another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the Box Naturals. I've seen Rianne talk about this so many times on her channel that I just bought the bullet. I bit the bullet and I bought them. And these are great. I keep one in my purse. It's not the most environmentally friendly thing ever, but they just come in a little package like this. It's just one. If you need to freshen up at all, whether it be your face, your armpits, these are good for, I think, everything. It says you can use them on hands, faces, sensitive places because they're pH balanced, for an overall freshen up after the beach, gym, yoga, before you see your doctor or waxer. But you know, like things, it's just, I feel like it's good to just keep one of these in my bag. Sometimes maybe shit happens, like you end up not going home that night or whatever, and then you are screwed and you just need something to like freshen up your body and maybe your face, your armpits, whatever. These are great for that. I don't use them every single day, however, but in case of emergency, they work great. So let's move on to some tanning products. I'm not the biggest tanning connoisseur, but I do like to dabble into tanning products. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the Eco Tan Winter Skin. This is a gradual tanner and I love it so much. I've been using it the last few months. It's almost gone. It does have a little bit more wiggle room than a self tanner, I feel like. And also Loving Tan just came out with a gradual tanner as well, but I have not tried that one, so I cannot speak to you if it's good or not, but all I hear is great things about Loving Tan. One more product from Eco Tan. This is their exfoliating little glove here. Honestly, I don't really use it for tanning, but I use it, I have it in the shower and I use it every freaking day, dude. I exfoliate the shit out of my arms, my legs. Okay, I don't use it every single day, but every time I shower, I will exfoliate with this. And it really is nice for my keratosis pilaris and just getting like the dead skin cells. We're in the sun more often during the summer, so this is great at getting dead skin cells off of your body, and I cannot live without this. Next is this Coola Tan Sunless Tan Anti-Aging Face Serum. I love this stuff so much. I will put it on just before my moisturizer or whatever, and then it just gives me a slight bronze, but it doesn't make me like 100 shades darker. You know what I mean? It's just, it gives me like a little bit of a flush, and it doesn't really change my skin tone like that much. It seems to like even everything out. If I'm just wearing this, I already feel like $1,000,000. Let's move on to a razor. This is the Preserve razor. I know that vegan, cruelty-free razors are hard to come by, but this Preserve one is amazing. It does have 5 blades and I love this so much. And I've been really looking for a razor that I can recommend to you guys because there aren't that many on the market. If you didn't know, a lot of brands like Dollar Shave Club, they may be like cheap and stuff, but I feel like they're not 100% cruelty free, even though they claim to be, because they are not approved on Logical Harmony, and it just kind of like sketches me out. When I asked them some questions about their cruelty-free status, they gave me very vague answers, so I don't necessarily trust them 100%, but that's just me. So to find something that is Logical Harmony approved, all vegan company, cruelty-free, that I can recommend to you guys, I'm really happy about that, and I tend to really like this razor. So let me tell you, razors, that was like a big thing that I struggled for a long time. Let's move on to some sun products. I have a whole bunch of stuff in front of me. So Pacifica sent me a bunch of sun products and I'm so stoked about it. By the way, it says non-aerosol on the back of this, but it's a spray can. And this is their mineral sunscreen, and then one is mineral bronzing sunscreen, so it gives you like a little bit of a glow. And it says it's water resistant for 80 minutes. I thought these little containers were great if you guys are like going anywhere, if you just want to throw it in your bag. I thought this was great and I definitely wanted to share it with you. All Pacifica products are vegan and cruelty free. And then they do have a bigger container as well, which I don't have in front of me, but I do have. I've used them before. I really like these sunscreens. Sunscreens are not the easiest things to find vegan and cruelty free, so I definitely wanted to mention that. And then 2 of their products are for the face specifically. This is the Mineral Luminous Face Shade Crystal Broad Spectrum, water resistant, 80 minutes, and then the Mineral Face Shade. So it does have like a slight, I wouldn't even say it has like a shade to it. It's just sunscreen, to be honest. But this is what they look like. They're specific for your face. I'm not sure if it will, I'm not 100% sure if it will make you ashy. I would assume that maybe it would, because the active ingredient is zinc oxide, so just keep that in mind if you have a darker skin tone. I cannot speak to that, so take what I say with a grain of salt. I know that I watch Jackie, I know I am educated about ashiness with sun care products. Hey guys, after I filmed this video, I did look up some reviews on the Pacifica sunscreens, and I saw so many mixed reviews about them. I've never had a negative reaction with the Pacifica sunscreens, but just in case, I wanted to give you guys a heads up that people have been having mixed experiences with them. I've used both of the sunscreens and I have not had a bad experience, but I just wanted to let you guys know in case you are interested in purchasing them. Maybe read some reviews first and see if it's something that might work out for you. A couple more are these after sun body sprays with aloe in it. So I have a little guy and a big guy, and these are great to just spray on after you've been in the sun all day. Like honestly, I don't go in the sun that often, but when I do go out in the sun, I love to protect myself. So thank you so much to Pacifica for sending me these products. Then one last product that they sent me are these sun and lip care lip balms, and honestly, I don't usually like go outside. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, but the fact that this has sunscreen and a lip balm, and I already really like their lip balms, I just thought this was a really great option. I haven't seen that many brands that offer a vegan and cruelty-free lip balm, so I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. One last sunscreen. This is the Elba Hawaiian sunscreen. This is amazing. It doesn't really leave me white at all. It just looks like my skin color, which is great. And I know that they only have a couple of products that are not vegan, but yeah, this is like my absolute favorite sunscreen. Like, it's tiny, it lasts a long time, and I just take it with me everywhere during the summer. Let's talk about a couple of hair care products. So this is the Pacifica Hairvana. Y'all know that I freaking live, die, breathe for this stuff. I've gone through so many, I've included it in so many videos, and I feel like I don't really need to explain myself, but like when you are getting out of the pool or whatever, this is the leave-on detangling conditioner. Like, I just feel like this is great for the summer. It's great all year round, to be honest, but especially in the summer when we're doing a lot of activities, this is a really great product for helping your hair be less damaged and like tingled, you know what I mean? So I apply this when I get out of the shower, but also, you know, if I'm getting out of the pool or something, my hair needs all the help it can get. So definitely love this stuff. Another one of my absolute favorites, and it's really good for summertime, especially because we are doing activities, we're out, we're staying places, we may not get a shower, you know what I mean? This is the IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo Deep Cleanse Level. I love IGK and I love their dry shampoos, and I feel like I don't even need to talk about any other dry shampoos. I have a whole video on like my favorite dry shampoos, but this is my favorite one, and I feel like that's all you need to know. It's amazing. The next thing I want to talk about is the Pacifica Dream State Power Lotion Body Lotion. Ooh, it has in jasmine, lemon, and I love the smell of jasmine. It has just like a slight little kind of a glow, but anytime that I can feel like a glowing, glittery bitch, I'm gonna fucking use it. So I've definitely been really stoked to use this lotion. I needed to mention this one. This is a product that I've had for a while, but this is the Delectable the Everything Powder, and why I wanted to mention this one in particular for my summertime favorites is because I know a lot of people ask me about chafing, like a vegan cruelty-free product that they can use for chafing, and like I don't really know, but I read that this is good for chafing. I read it on the website. So for anyone who gets like chub rub or, you know, whatever. I feel like this might be a really good option, and you can also put it like on your hair to zhuzh it up a little bit as like a dry shampoo. You can also use it like in your shoes, you know, in your armpits, like anywhere that you want to freshen up. I feel like this is just a really solid product. And then moving on to some perfumes, because what is summer without beautiful smelling perfumes? The first one is this Brazilian Crush body fragrance from Sol de Janeiro. I love this shit. It just smells like summer in a bottle, and honestly, if you're only going to get one of these, highly recommend this one. I think this is the cheapest too. Next is the Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues. They sell this at Sephora. It's like one of my recent loves, and it smells like vanilla, but like kind of like, I guess, yeah, it's called woods, so like woodsy vanilla. It's like vanilla, but not like sickly sweet vanilla. And I'm so bad at describing scents, but it's one of my faves. And then the Secret Genius Shimmer Mist by Penrose. So I'm gonna smell like all sorts of things by the end of this video. So it does have like a tiny bit of glitter in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. So this is a great, like, not only is it a great scent, but it's like a 2-in-1 because it also gives you like a little bit of like body glimmer. And this is one of my absolute favorite scents. I do remember hearing that it had pheromones in it. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like every time I wear this, like, people are like, hey, you smell so good, and I'm like, thanks. But yeah, moving on to, I'm just gonna talk about my favorite sunglasses, because why the hell not? These are some of my favorite sunglasses for summer. These are the, I'll leave them down below, but I did get them on Amazon, and these are so cute. I get so many compliments on them all the time, and they are dark enough where if I go outside, I feel like my eyes are protected and I'm not making this face, because that face is not cute and I think it causes wrinkles, so I do not want that. Okay, so that just about completes this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this a thumbs up. Tell me what are your must-haves in the summer, and yeah, please like this video, subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next one.